Greetings friends, and welcome to Firefly in the Willow Yoga. I'm Rebecca. Today's brief class is designed to bring some length into the legs. So whether you've been doing some walking or hiking, running, gardening, or just sitting at your desk a little too long, this will help you find a little stretch for that lower body. I'll be using a couple of blocks and a strap for today's video. And as always, if you like this video, please remember to like it and leave me some comments down below. That helps me and helps others find these videos. And now, take a moment, gather what you need, and I'll see you on the mat. Greetings friends. I noticed while producing this video that the sound quality was very poor, so I'm going to try to do a voiceover here. We're going to begin with our feet about hip width distance apart, or if it feels a little better to keep a wider stance, do whatever allows you to feel nice and stable here. Taking your gaze down to your feet, lift all your toes, placing first the little toes back down, then the big toes, and then all the toes in between. A big deep breath here, rolling the shoulders onto the back. If you like, you can allow the hands to remain down by your sides and the palms facing forward. If it feels good for you, you can bring the palms to the center of the chest. Now allow your gaze to lower here, your eyes to close down. And we'll just begin by becoming aware of the breath. Taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Just noticing the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body. Perhaps you most notice a sense of coolness and warmth as you inhale and exhale through the nose. Or maybe you most notice the gentle rise and fall of the shoulders. Or maybe for you, you most notice the stretch of the skin around the abdomen as your belly expands and contracts. Whatever it is for you, just notice the breath. Now bring your attention to the feeling of the air on your skin. Perhaps there's a gentle breeze where you are, as there is here for me. Or maybe you just notice the temperature of the room that you're in. Feel your clothes as they touch your body, and your feet as they root down into the mat. Now just begin to notice any sounds that are around you. Perhaps the sounds of my voice in this video, or maybe any other sounds that exist in your own environment. Now allow yourself to let that go. You're going to gently rock forward toward the toes. You can keep the gaze lowered or the eyes closed. Rock backward toward the heels. And rock gently side to side. Coming back to rest then directly over the center of the feet. Rounding down through all four corners of the feet. Now we'll allow the hands to come back down to the sides and the eyes to flutter open. You're going to inhale, bringing the arms up overhead, reaching out through the fingertips, and exhale, bringing the hands down through heart center, coming all the way back down and inhaling all the way back to the top as we come through these sun breaths. Fingertips reach down to sweep up overhead, inhaling deeply. Give yourself a little smile here. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Come through another couple of these, inhaling to the top. Exhaling slowly as the hands come down. And bringing the hands back to heart center. We're going to take the left leg now and bring it back behind the right. So bringing that left leg behind the right. Taking the right hand to the hip, we'll sweep the left arm up and overhead. And as we're exhaling, reach over toward the right. So we're stretching here through the right side body and also through the TFL muscle, deep muscle in the side of the hip. So really allow yourself to press down through that left foot, ground down, and then we'll allow that arm to come down, stepping the left foot back to center and taking the right foot now behind the left. Take that left hand to the hip, inhaling the right arm up and overhead, and exhaling over towards the left. Good, grounding down through that right foot, feeling the stretch in the side body, the side of the hip. Nice big deep breath here, and then exhale, allowing the hand to come back down and the right foot to step out from behind the left. Taking a big deep breath here, rolling the shoulders onto the back, pulling the belly button
down
in.
through that right foot. We'll allow the left foot to rise up.
Now we're going to lift that left leg up from the ground, taking the top of the left foot in the left hand. And if you can't reach the foot here, you can always take a loop of strap and strap it around your foot.
If you need to stabilize yourself,
Also, no need to struggle here. Feel free to find something in your space to rest your hand on to help yourself balance.
It's difficult for you to reach.
And once you've found your way into this shape, allow that left knee to really sink down toward the floor, bringing the left knee in line with the right. And if you like, you can inhale the right arm up overhead, but it's not required. Find something to focus on.
Exhale.
Allow yourself to rest your gaze and then gently release that left foot back down to the ground.
We'll take this to the other side now.
Grounding down through the left foot now. You're going to lift that right foot up from the floor, bringing the right foot into the hand. And once again, dropping that right knee down. Inhaling the left arm up if you like. If you prefer not to have that arm up overhead, do just anything you like with it. Maybe bringing it to a half namaskara, or holding it on the wall next to you, or bringing it to your hip, or just bringing it around behind, using both hands to grasp the foot and open the chest just a little more.
There's lots of variations here.
Continue to focus. Drishti. Continuing to bring the focus to the breath.
Allow yourself to release that arm and foot
And
back
then
down
gently
to the ground.
release
And then find
that
any
right
natural
foot down to the
movement here
ground.
that feels good.
And here, just take
Letting
any
the arms
natural
walk from
movement
side
that
to
you
side
like.
a little, shaking
Maybe
the water off the
wiggling the
legs.
water off the legs or
shaking
allowing the
off.
arms to sweep side
You'll
to
notice
side.
that in nature, anytime an
Animals
animal
in
is
nature,
stressed,
when they're
they
stressed, often
stop
shake
being stressed,
when they're
they might shake
no
it
longer
out.
feeling
That's really
stressed.
important
This
for
is an
our
important
parasympathetic
thing for
nervous system.
our
So
parasympathetic
we're going to take a
nervous
trip
system.
up to the top of the mat now.
So we're going to take a walk up to
Find
the
your way
top
up
of the mat now.
And again, we'll find that nice
You have a
stable
couple of
posture
blocks
here,
handy.
either with the
You
feet
keep those
with
close
the front
here at the top of the mat. Just coming back into our nice stable Tadasana here, and then we'll inhale the arms up overhead. And as we're exhaling, we'll sweep down into a forward fold. So allow yourself to bend the knees gently here, maybe bringing the blocks underneath the hands if you like. And if you don't have blocks handy, use books, or you can skip it altogether. It's up to you. Inhaling to rise up just a little, and then exhale, deepening into the fold, allowing the crown of the head to relax down toward the floor. And if you like here, you can take a ragdoll, holding on to the elbows, and moving gently side to side.
Remember, if you don't have any blocks in today, you can always use a couple of books or just skip it. Take your hands, your shin, your fingertips, pillows.
And then when you're ready,
Have those blocks which are free.
release the hands back down to the blocks.
One block, place it in the center.
Take one block and place it right in front of the face here, taking the left hand to the block. We're going to allow that left knee to remain bent as we open through the right arm and extend through the right leg. Turning into a little twist here, but also bringing some sensation into the calf and the hamstring, right leg. And allow yourself to bring that right hand down, planting the right hand in front of the face, extending through the left leg, and bringing the left arm up overhead into a little twist, keeping that right knee bent. Reaching those fingertips up toward the sky. Twist, and then on your next exhale, allowing that left hand to come back down to the block. Shift that block out of the way, inhaling up halfway to a nice straight back. And then allow yourself to deepen back down into this fold. Rounding down through all four corners of the feet, a root to rise up, inhaling the hands overhead, and then bringing the hands to heart center without getting tangled in the tree. Inhaling the arms up overhead again. Come back down into our forward fold. Rising up halfway. Nice straight spine. Imagine yourself creating space between all the vertebrae. And then releasing long over the legs, lengthening the torso down. And from here, we'll plant both hands. Take a big step back with the right leg, keeping the left foot in between the hands and stacking that left knee over the ankle. We're going to allow that right knee to come down to the mat, pressing the top of the right foot into the mat as well, and bringing one hand and then the other above this bent left knee. Pulling back through this left hip, pressing forward through the right. You don't need to do anything in particular with the hands here. You can keep them resting on the knee. Just taking a moment here, feeling that stretch through the top of the left thigh.
And now if you like, you can inhale that left.
And if you like, you can inhale that left arm up overhead, reaching up to the sky, and reaching over toward the right. Finding a little deeper sensation in the top of that left thigh. And also bringing a little stretch into the psoas here. Allow yourself to breathe into that left lung. Inhaling back up. And then taking that left hand to the top of the right knee. The right hand to the right hip. Into a little twist here.
Like a little more sensation here.
Like a little bit more sensation here. You can bring the hands to heart center, bringing that left elbow to the outside
Left elbow to the outside of the right knee.
of the right knee. Pressing the center of the chest toward the hands into a prayer twist. Ready, inhale back to center. We'll take the hands back around that front foot.
And place it
We're going to bring a block next to the right foot. Bring the left hand to the block. You can reach and grab your strap. We're going to make a little loop out of the strap so that we can grab that in just a moment. A little loop here. We're going to turn the toes under in the back and lift the knee so that when we set the knee down, we're setting it down on the meaty part of the knee above the kneecap. Once you've found your way here, you can bend that right knee, take your strap and loop that strap over the foot. Or if you have the ability in your practice, just reach your hand back there and grab your foot. So we're opening through the front of the chest here, as well as getting a deep stretch in the front of the quadricep. And maybe after you've used your strap, you can reach back and grab the toe or the foot, but that's not required. Always just allow the strap to hold you here. And we'll allow that leg to be released down to the floor, shifting that strap out to the side with a little bit of difficulty. Take the block out from under the hands, roll that toe under in the back, press into the hands, bring that left foot back. Sorry, that's probably the right foot. And then come back into our downward facing dog. It's our first downward facing dog today, so you can keep the knees nice and bent. Really focusing here on keeping the spine nice and straight, finding that nice tailbone to crown connection. If you'd like to find a little walk the dog here, stretching out through one heel next. We'll take the gaze forward and walk the feet up toward the hands. Inhaling up halfway. Exhaling to release into the fold. And grounding down through all four corners of the feet. Inhaling to rise up. Hands come overhead. And then to heart center. I get attacked by the tree again. Inhaling. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, diving down back into our forward fold. Inhale up halfway, nice long spine. And on your next exhale, deepen back into that forward fold, lengthening out over the legs. Good.
Both hands now.
Planting the hands. We'll step back now with the right leg. Through this sequence again on the other side. So allowing that right knee to sink down towards the floor. Pressing the top of that right foot into the mat and bringing both hands above the left knee, pressing forward through that right hip, pulling back through the left, feeling that stretch down the front of the thigh. Really just taking a moment here to sink in, and then inhaling, bringing that right arm up overhead, and exhaling, reaching over to the left. Deepening that sensation in the front of the thigh. Bringing a little stretch into the psoas. Breathing into that right lung. And then on your next inhale, allow yourself to come back to center. We'll let that hand rain back down, bringing the right hand to the outside of the left knee. And the left hand to the left hip. Bringing into our twist here.
You can bring this.
And again, if you need a little bit more sensation, you can bring the right elbow to the outside of the left knee, bringing the hands to heart center and dialing the center of the chest toward the hands. Choosing your level of sensation here. Continuing to breathe. Pulling the thighs in towards each other. That helps your stability. Inhaling to come back to center, we'll grab that block again, bringing it in under the left hand this time, moving the strap over to the other side, that little loop in our strap. And now turning those right toes under, coming to rest on that meaty part of the knee. We'll take our loop of strap around the foot. And then pull gently on the strap pressing down into the block, opening through the chest, deepening that stretch in the thigh. You don't even have to use the strap here. If you just want to lift that foot from the floor, anything that just brings a little bit more sensation to the upper leg here. Take a moment to breathe into that sensation. And then when you're ready, gently and with control, allow that foot to be released back down to the mat. Your strap out of the way. Take the block out of the way also. Roll the toes under, shift the other foot back, and come back into downward facing dog. Take some time here to just walk the dog, gently exploring, maybe making a little natural movement here from side to side, just whatever feels good for you. Now we'll allow the big toes to touch the knees to come out wide. We'll shift the hips back, reaching the hands forward and coming into a wide leg child's pose. Taking some time here to sink back into the breath. Feel the sides of the body expand, contract. And then on your next inhale, allow yourself to rise up from this shape. We'll shift the legs out to the side. Come back to the back of the mat in a Dandasana. Extending the legs out long, pulling the toes back towards the face. You can allow the knees to be gently bent. If you like to use a strap for your Dandasana forward fold, grab that now and bring it around the balls of your feet. Reaching down the strap and then pulling back gently, allowing the chest to remain nice and wide open, moving the shoulder blades back towards each other, and then taking a deep inhale, we'll exhale, sinking the center of the chest forward, almost like we're reaching the center of the chest out from the area just above the toes. I'd imagine here that there's something in your lap that you're trying to reach up and over. So reaching up out of the pelvis and lengthening the torso of the legs. And you can make this dynamic, if you like, by inhaling just a little as you release and exhaling to deepen. And then when you're ready, inhale all the way back up to the top, allowing the hands to sweep up overhead. And bringing the hands back down to the center. We'll come through this once more. If you like, you can use your strap. You can reach the arms up overhead and then lengthen the torso out over the legs. Your arms are overhead. You've come forward and gotten as long as you can. Just allow the fingers to drop down wherever they will. Perhaps on the mat next to you, or your shins, or maybe around your toes.
Allowing yourself to just gently
allow yourself to close your eyes here and just feel this gentle wave of breath. Inhaling a little to release and exhaling to deepen out over the legs. Your breath
all the way up.
Well, inhale all the way back up, moving that strap out of the way. You can come to seated at the back of your mat. I'm going to turn so you can see me.
Left leg, taking the heel close to the
Take
left
that
hip.
right leg and bring the
that
right
left
heel
leg
back
over
next
top.
to the left hip. Taking the left leg over
You can
top.
keep this right leg extended out long.
And if you like to
You're gonna
keep
open
that
the
bottom
right
right leg
arm out to the
extended out in
side.
front of you, you can
And
do that
as
as
we're
well.
exhaling, bring that right arm around.
We'll extend that right arm out to the side and then sweep the left hand around behind, stretching the outside of the hip here. And try to keep your fingertips on the mat behind you so that the spine can stay nice and tall. Maybe you even inhale a little to grow taller and exhale, turning the center of the chest into this twist just a little more.
Release, beginning first with the
Now
head.
we'll unwind on our inhale, bringing our head around to center first, and unwinding the
Taking
rest
that
of the body.
left heel next
Taking
to
the left
right
leg,
hip
leg
down.
now and bringing that left
Bringing
heel
that
by the right hip.
leg top.
Right leg
Knees.
comes overhead. And
Opening
inhaling that left arm out to the side.
And
We'll exhale, bringing the left arm around the leg, coming around
Remember,
behind
if
with
you
the
need to take a little
fingertips.
space for your
If you
body
need a little
here,
bit more space for your body, you can always bring a block around
maybe
behind.
you're a little different on either
It's a
side.
little preferable to dumping the weight back into the hand.
I'd rather have that
It
block
allows you to
behind
keep that nice straight spine. Maybe you're a little different on either side as well, so sometimes we need a little more space on one side than the other.
back to center.
And now again on an inhale, we'll unwind,
Just come to a comfortable seat.
bring yourself to a seated position. Bring your hands to heart center. If you have a little extra time today, I invite you to stretch yourself out into a Shavasana. Take this moment for some stillness, silence. You've reached the end of your available time,
Say thank you.
and I'll say thank you so much for joining me today for this class. I hope you found some links, some stretch in the legs, and I hope your yoga follows you on the front.